Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of AMZ's Corner. How are you all doing out there? So today we've got my top 10 favorite automotive YouTube subscriptions. This is going to be 10 channels plus 3 honorable mentions of the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to that I watch as soon as they come out. These are channels that have to do with automotive topics, and they're not just an advertisement for a television show. A lot of YouTube channels that I see out there, like Top Gear, for instance, are just 20-second clips to just give you a teaser to watch their show. Those aren't on this list, so I figured this is 10 channels that are on YouTube, meant for YouTube, meant to be watched through YouTube, not to go someplace else. Number 10. Velocity. Now this is a channel that likes to do older cars. Their last video was starting Elvis's Stutz Blackhawk after like 40 years of not being running. Really good production value, really entertaining, and that's my number 10 pick, Velocity. Number 9, Classic Car TV. They have a couple of shorter episodes to go to other things, but they also do really good in-depth videos of cars. They've gone to Jay Leno's garage. They've gone all to different car shows, Pebble Beach and different things. The guy Dennis with the handlebar mustache. Really enjoyable channel to watch, and that's My Classic Car TV. Number 8. Now this is one that has to do with dash cams, and it's called Car Crash Compilation 7. There are a lot of crash compilation videos on YouTube. One of the things I do in the morning before I leave to go drive my own car, to go drive a couple dozen other people's cars, is I watch this channel of Russian dash cam videos, and you see a lot of cool crashes, a lot of just stuff to avoid, and different ways to think about driving, because you can really see what happens when a car goes through the cabbage and the different ways it happens. Car Crash Compilation 7. I really like that channel. Number 7. Fast Lane Daily. Now this is kind of similar to what I've got here, only more production value, where they talk about the newest cars, the latest technology. They'll have interviews and different topics, different vehicles, a lot of the cutting edge stuff, really a lot of information in a short show. I really like Fast Lane Daily. Number 6, The Smoking Tire. Matt Farah, just doing his thing. He goes out in California, drives different people's cars around the mountains. He does different stunt stuff, different stuff. Hard to really hammer down what he's going to have come out at any point in time, because he seems to be all over the board, but focusing on a lot of neat stuff and a lot of neat people on that. The Smoking Tire is a good channel. Number 5, and this one's hilarious, and he hasn't been out there very long, and if you guys haven't watched it, I recommend it, and that is Regular Car Reviews. This guy is just a riot. He's not the most technically minded person. There are people, they don't really get into very much detail on mechanical stuff, but they go on to a lot about the feelings of a car, the culture of the car, and commenting on that. The guy kind of reminds me of Alan Alda a little bit. He's got that weird sense of humor and that weird Pennsylvanian accent. But Regular Car Reviews. Also, I'm trying to get them to review my Saab Sonnet. Every one of his videos that come out, I leave the comment, Saab Sonnet, bro, and it ends up being the #1 comment on almost every video that he's put out in the last year. He's contacted me once. The trouble is he's kind of far away, and I think if I want to have him show him my Saab Sonnet, I'm going to have to physically bring it to him. And I'm kind of planning a vacation in the next few months where I take that car down to Pennsylvania and make kind of a road trip out of it. I kind of want to do it on the channel and meet him and have him review that Sonnet, because I'm really interested what he'd say about that car. I think it'd be a real funny episode for him and me. So yeah, Regular Car Reviews. Number 4, the Motor Trend channel. Now this one was a tough one. This almost could have been my first place, just for roadkill. That's actually Motor Trend channel has a couple of different shows on that channel. Dirt Every Day is a good one, and Roadkill is my favorite. Those two guys on Roadkill, just the kind of car-oriented trips that you've always wanted to take, and they take it. So go check them. Go check those guys out on Motor Trend channel. Number 3, a guy that has a lot of the same experiences automotively and being in different dealers, or he worked for a Honda or an Acura dealer. I worked for the Honda dealer. A lot of stuff he learned and I learned probably at about the same time, and that's going to be Eric the Car Guy. I'm a big fan of Eric the Car Guy. I'm going to admit I don't really watch his repair videos as much because as a technician I'm fixing cars every day. I've done most of what he's done. What I like him the most, being from the business, is ETCG1, where he'll just talk about kind of like what I'm doing now. Not 10 lists as much, but more like tool reviews or just things you didn't know about the automotive industry. And he really struck a nerve with me, some of the stuff he said over being a fan of his channel. So Eric the Car Guy, I recommend checking him out. Number 2, now this is one that really inspired me to start this YouTube channel. I started watching this guy's videos, and that's going to be Jay Leno's Garage. I was never really a fan of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I never really got that side of his humor, but when this guy talks about cars, when he gets a really rare, awesome vehicle with a lot of history in his garage, or a person that builds vehicles, owns custom stuff, he really asks the right questions, doesn't really go off on any tangents, just a really good production value from a really funny guy that really knows his cars. And it helps that he's also from pretty much the same basic area that I'm from. You know, I'm from Massachusetts, he's from Massachusetts, and it's just funny to watch his videos, and I can hear him trying not to let his New England accent slip out when he's passionate about something. So Jay Leno's Garage, if you haven't been a subscriber to him, if you haven't watched his channel, I recommend checking him out. Now, as usual with my 10 lists, I have 3 honorable mentions. So what I decided to do with these 3 honorable mentions is to give a shout out to smaller YouTube channels, guys just starting out, maybe not known by a lot of people, don't have a ton of subscribers or a ton of videos, but their attitude and their projects and what they do I really find inspiring for a small channel. Number 3 is going to be a channel called Benjamin LeBlanc. Now this is a younger kid who's tackling one of the largest things I've seen a young guy take on. He's doing it in a non-heated carport that looks like with some tarps down, and he's doing a project on a 1931 Ford Coupe where he's taking it down to nuts and bolts, cleaning everything off. He's learning a ton of stuff along the way, and I think if you guys give him a shout out on his channel, give him a little bit of guidance, a little bit of props, I think he'd really impress us. So Benjamin, that one's for you. Number 2. Now this guy, I really haven't watched a whole lot of his videos. I haven't been subscribed for him too long, but the few videos I've watched of him, if attitude was 100%, this guy is 1,000%. And that's going to be Mr. Mach 1 2004. Really cool looking guy. He's got a great voice, really great attitude. Go back and look at some of his videos and what he thinks of thumbs down on his channel. That's the way you got to be a YouTuber. That's the way you got to look at it. So Mr. Mach 1 2004, go check him out. My number 1 honorable mention is a guy that's actually not doing too bad on YouTube. He's got quite a few subscribers, and he's actually sent me quite a few of you guys, new subscribers to me, and that's going to be Musty One. He's a local guy close to me. I've seen his bikes. He builds custom bikes on his channel. I've seen his Volkswagen half cab at the same car shows I bring my Sonnet. Really great attitude, really nice guy. I've met him a few times. I wish I haven't been as busy moving to the new shop and creating this channel to go do a tour of his place. I would love to get some of his bikes behind my camera and on my channel. So Musty, I've got a big bucket of hardware for you, almost full. I'll be making a stop stop by soon if you want to show me some of your stuff. I'll try to give a little more time to you for throwing out those subscribers. So anyways, my #1 YouTube channel that I watch when it comes out, I'll watch it on my phone, I'll watch it as soon as it comes out. Their production value is through the roof. Their topics are just right in line with what I like. And every Thursday, like clockwork, they put out a video, and that's going to be Petrolicious. Just short and sweet, just enough information, just enough history, and just enough background from the person who owns the vehicle. They do like an interview, driving shots. I really like Petrolicious, and hopefully over the summer I can do something kind of like what they're doing on Petrolicious, but my own spin on it, Ames's Corner spin on it. But anyways, yeah, those are my top 10 and 3 honorable mention YouTube subscriptions as of right now. This was a very hard 10 list to narrow down because I have a lot of automotive subscriptions that I really enjoy a lot of it. I think YouTube is just great for automotive enthusiasts that want to just learn a little bit or see it. So I think this 10 list is going to have a part 2. I think it's only fair. There are just so many great channels on YouTube, you know, and I got to do another list where I'm in there somewhere, where Ames's Corner's in there somewhere, you know. Gotta shout myself out. Well, anyways, guys, this was just my top 10 favorite YouTube subscriptions. I'll leave links in the description, or maybe I'll just do a little clicky links annotations on the video, depending on how I feel editing this together. So anyways, guys, just if you guys have any questions to ask my 10 questions for next week, leave them down in the comments. Anything you want to ask, I'll throw an answer at you. And until next time, guys, keep it out of the cabbage.